What if I told you that your guinea pig has a secret, explosive language of joy, a burst of pure happiness so intense, it literally launches them into the air? Picture this, a quiet afternoon. Your guinea pig is munching on hay, minding their own business. And then, without warning, they suddenly leap straight up, twist midair, and land with a happy little squeak. It looks like a tiny, furry firework. This isn't a random spasm. It's not a glitch. It's one of the most genuine expressions of happiness in the animal world. It's called popcorning. And if you've ever seen it, you know it's pure, unedited joy. But what's really happening in that moment? Why do they do it? And what can this quirky behavior teach us about the secret emotional lives of our smallest pets? To understand popcorning, you first have to see the world through a guinea pig's eyes. They're prey animals by nature, hardwired for caution, always listening, always watching. In the wild, staying still often means staying safe. So when a guinea pig feels secure enough to let go, to leap, twist, and bounce without a care, that's a powerful signal. It means they feel truly, completely safe. But popcorning isn't just a sign of safety. It's a developmental milestone, a social signal, and a release of pure, built-up excitement all at once. Let's break it down. When a guinea pig popcorns, their entire body gets involved. It usually starts with a sudden energy surge. You might see a little shiver or a quick foot stamp. Then all 4 feet leave the ground. Sometimes it's a small hop. Other times, it's a full-blown twist and kick combo. They might change direction midair or land and immediately zoom off in a burst of speed. Older guinea pigs might popcorn less dramatically, more of a gentle hop, while young ones often look like they're bouncing off the walls. But why this specific movement? Think of it like a laugh that takes over your whole body. You don't decide to laugh, it just erupts. For guinea pigs, popcorning is that physical eruption of positive emotion. It's most common in young pigs, especially as they explore their world and discover new things like a fresh pile of hay, a new vegetable, or the sound of the fridge opening. But even adults popcorn when they're especially excited or comfortable now. Here's where it gets fascinating. Popcorning isn't just random. It follows certain emotional triggers. One of the biggest is social bonding. In a group of guinea pigs, you'll often see one start popcorning and then another joins in. It's contagious. It spreads like giggles in a room full of friends. This isn't just cute, it's communication. It's their way of saying, "I'm happy here with you." Another major trigger is novelty. A new toy, a cleaned cage, an unfamiliar vegetable, these can all set off a popcorn session. It's their brain processing excitement, something new. And it's safe and it's mine. You might also see it during play or right after a particularly satisfying nap. But one of the most heartwarming triggers is you. When you enter the room, when you speak softly to them, when you offer a treat from your hand, that trust, that recognition can be enough to make them jump for joy. Literally, but what's happening inside their bodies when they popcorn? On a neurological level, it's likely a flood of dopamine, the same neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward in humans. Their little brains are basically firing off happiness signals. And because guinea pigs aren't built to contain that much joy, it comes out as movement. Think of a toddler who can't sit still when they're excited. They jump, they spin, they wiggle. Guinea pigs are the same. Their popcorning is a motor expression of an emotional state. It's also a sign of good health. A guinea pig that popcorns regularly is usually a guinea pig that feels good physically and emotionally. They're eating well, they're not in pain, they're not stressed. It's one of the best indicators that you're providing a great life for your pet, of course. Not all jumps are popcorns. It's important to recognize the difference between a happy leap and a fearful one. A scared guinea pig might dart suddenly or freeze, but popcorning has a distinct, playful, almost bouncy quality. There's no tension in it. It's loose, joyful, and often followed by more relaxed behavior like exploring or munching calmly. If you pay close attention, you'll start to notice the difference. And when you see real popcorning, you'll know because it's impossible not to smile. So what does this mean for you as a pet owner? When your guinea pig popcorns, they're giving you feedback. They're telling you they feel safe, loved, and stimulated. They're confirming that their environment is right, that they have space to run, things to explore, and a human they trust. In a way, popcorning is their review of your care. And if you're seeing it often, you're doing a great job. But if you rarely see it, it might be a sign to enrich their space. Add tunnels, introduce new veggies safely, spend more quiet time nearby. You can't make a guinea pig popcorn on command, but you can create the conditions where joy becomes inevitable. In the end, guinea pig popcorning is more than just a cute behavior. It's a window into their emotional world. In a life that's often governed by fear and caution, these bursts of unrestrained happiness are profound. They remind us that joy doesn't need words. It doesn't need a reason. Sometimes it just needs to leap. Have you captured your guinea pig's best popcorn moment on camera? Describe it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if you want to understand more hidden behaviors of your pets, subscribe to Pet Mind Reader.